A beautiful afternoon to my young learners of mathematics. This afternoon, we shall be exploring a concept known as addition and subtraction of directed algebra. Addition and subtraction of directed algebra. Addition and subtraction of directed numbers. Numbers, okay, and also algebras. Okay, so first and foremost, what do you mean by directed numbers? Directed numbers are numbers that have direction. The directed numbers are numbers, they are numbers that have direction. That have direction. What do you mean by direction? That means that they have signs in their front. They have signs. They have signs in their fronts. So numbers like um, they have signs in their front, and we have the positive numbers, positive numbers. Example of positive numbers: 2 is the same thing as plus 2. 3 is the same thing as plus 3. 4 is the same thing as plus 4. And we also have negative numbers. We also have negative numbers. These are numbers that have negative in their fronts. E.g., we have minus 2, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. So, let us explain this concept. When you have positive, when a number is positive, when I write plus 2, it's a gain. It's a gain to you. That means it's something that you have. But if I write negative 2, that is a loss, something that you do not have. So let us see, how do we add or subtract directed numbers? For example, we all know that if you have plus 2 plus 4, what does this mean? Plus 2 means I have 2 naira, plus 4 means I also have 4 naira. What do you have at the end of the day? You have plus 6. Plus 6. This number, plus 6, can otherwise be written as ordinary 6. It only works for positive numbers. Okay? Let us see some other examples. If I have plus 9 plus 2, plus 9 means I have 9 naira, plus 2 means I also have 2 naira in my pocket. When you add everything together, how much do you have altogether? That's plus 11. Plus 11 can otherwise be written as ordinary 11. Okay, let us look at some other examples. Let's say I have plus 9 minus 2. Plus 9 minus 2 means I have 9 naira, I'm owing 2 naira. If you pay 2 naira out of what you are owing, how much is going to be left in your pocket? That will be 7. Any money left in your pocket is plus 7. Is that okay? Okay, so let us see other examples. Let's say I twist the question. I have minus 9 plus 2. Minus 9 plus 2 means I'm owing 9 naira. I have 2 naira. You are owing Mommy Tokbe 9 naira. You have 2 naira in your pockets. You'll be able to pay Mommy Tokbe 2 naira, but you'll still be owing Mommy Tokbe how much? 7 naira. Because you are still owing, that money is not in your pocket. You are losing. You don't have the money in your pocket. Any money you don't have in your pocket, that's negative 7. Negative 7. The answer will be negative 7. Okay, so let us look at other things. Let's say we have minus 9 minus 2. Minus 9 minus 2, that will be, I'm owing 9 naira. You bought something you did not pay, you are owing 9 naira. You bought another thing you did not pay, you are owing 2 naira. How much are you owing altogether? 11 naira. But because you are still owing, your debt is going to have negative 11. Negative, I'm still owing 11 naira. Okay, so let's see other examples. Sometimes the questions can be more than one, can be more than two questions. Right? Let's say we have negative 2, negative 9, negative 2, negative 7. Negative 9 means I'm owing 9. Negative 2 means I'm also owing another 2. And negative 7, I'm owing 7. So you can decide to do this two first. Negative 9, negative 2, that's negative 11. Then bring this down. Negative 11, negative 7, that will give us negative 18. That means you are still owing 18 naira. Okay, so let us see some other ones. If you have this negative 100 plus 20 minus 16. Okay, so what is negative 100 plus 80? I'm owing 100 naira, I have 20 naira. You are still owing 80 naira. Then you bring down your negative 16 down. So negative 80, negative 16, that will give us negative 96. Are we together? Okay. Sometimes these directed numbers can also reflect in directed algebras. In directed algebra. So it's just you just apply directed algebra. They are algebra that have what is it called? They are algebras that have sign. They have sign in the front. So examples of directed algebra will be something like this: negative 2a, negative 7f, negative 9f, plus 9e, and so many others. So how can we apply this concept of addition and subtraction of directed numbers to directed algebras? So let's say I have negative 2a, negative 2a. So negative 2a, negative 2a means I'm owing, that a can stand like naira. I'm owing 2 naira. I'm also owing another 2 naira. That means that I'm owing a 4 naira, negative 4a, negative 4a. So the concept you have employed in your ordinary numbers can also be um, extended to when you have it as algebra. Let's say I have plus 9f minus 2f. Plus 9f means I have 9 naira. Negative 2f means I'm owing 2 naira. That is plus 7f at the end of the day. Plus 7f at the end of the day. Plus 7f. So let's see one more. Let's say we have minus 10e minus 10e plus 2f. We have this. So negative 10e, negative 10e, that's what? Negative 20e. That means I'm owing 29 plus 2f. If you look at this e and f, the terms are not the same. Just like you have exercise books and erasers in your bag, you definitely tell me the amount of pen, exercise books and the amount of erasers. They are not the same item, so they cannot be brought together. You can see that negative 10e and e, they have something in common. E is common to them, so we can bring them together. But as for f is a different term. It cannot be brought together. It's also possible that we have brackets before the number. So it's important that we teach our sign rule. We teach our sign rule that, okay, when we have plus into bracket plus, it definitely means plus times plus. Plus times plus is a case of a dry cloth multiplied by a dry cloth. That will be a dry cloth. Plus times negative is the same thing as plus times negative. A dry cloth times wet cloth will automatically give us a wet cloth. And a wet cloth multiplied by dry into bracket dry means negative times positive. That will give us negative. And I do explain this concept of negative into bracket negative as a case of two touts. When you have a tout in motion and a tout in Oshodi, they will not surrender, they will continue to fight. So the first tout will be like this, and the second tout will be like this. So negative times negative will give us plus. So it's also possible that in your directed numbers, you can have something like this: negative into negative 7 plus negative into plus. So you can have something like this. So how do we go about that? To go about this, you open up your brackets. Negative times negative, that's plus 7. Then plus times minus, that's minus 8. Then you can now do your addition and subtraction. Plus 7 minus 8, I have 7 there, I'm owing 8 there, that's what? Negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, let's see another example that there's a bracket: negative into negative 8, negative into negative 8. You open up your bracket. Negative times negative, that's plus 8. Negative times negative, that's plus 8. Okay, having opened your bracket, you can now add plus 8 plus 8. That will give us plus 16. Okay, it can also be extended to directed algebra too. If you have something like negative into negative 7e plus into minus 18e, what will the answer look like? You open up your bracket, negative times negative plus 7e plus times minus minus 18e, and you can do your addition and subtraction. I have 7 naira, I'm owing 18 naira. That means that I still hold negative 11e, negative 11e. So if you understand all of this concept, I will leave you with this. I want you to practice with this, and I'll be happy to hear from you. So, what do you think the answers will be? Tell us. Tell us. I'll be willing to hear from you. Okay, let's talk about the one that has brackets. Okay, 6. Okay, let's make it up to 10. Don't forget that practice makes perfect in anything you do in life. Practice, even if it is one question per day. Okay, and we have this. So, practice with all of this. I'll be waiting for your answers. It's a bye bye for now.